Now, sometimes we all have predictions that are a little off, but what they've said about Bronny James is completely off, and it's time to tell you the truth. Now, this video has been going viral on Twitter for basically a week, where it shows Bronny James and it asks this question: is Bronny more athletic than LeBron was at this age? Oh man, I know people are gonna get triggered by this information. Now basically the dude in the video is explaining how, if you take a look at Bronny, he is only 6'2", and he's doing windmills. He's basically doing East Bay dunks in game, which is definitely impressive. And this was only when he was in high school. Let's remember that he's in college now. And now LeBron actually reacted to this video. You know how Bron is, he's active on Twitter, and actually went ahead and said this. Exactly, he's definitely just as, if not right there at his age. The casuals just like to argue about this they literally don't know about. Now, I'm going to tell you, man, to be honest, we take a look at this. I got to be honest, man, I think the whole comparing Bron to his son thing is tough because basically Bronny is chasing a shadow. I think we all know at this point that Bronny even trying to reach LeBron's level, I really don't even think that should be bro's goal. At the end of the day, it should really just be to be successful in whatever he wants to do at the end of the day. Now, somebody like Bron, who really just went out there and was probably one of the better high school players, he didn't go to college, went to the NBA, and really defied the odds, and even nowadays is still a solid hooper at his age. I think it's just something that Bronny is not going to be able to live up to. Now, can Bronny be a successful hooper? For sure. And I think definitely just in terms of athleticism, Bronny is the most athletic compared to his brother Bryce. Bryce definitely does not have that athleticism. He has the height, but Bronny has bounce. I'm not gonna lie. Now, what comes with that, I think, is personally Bronny just needs to be assertive on the court. I think we started seeing it as he became a senior. But earlier on, man, you know the rumors. They were saying Bronny, man, I was even putting out videos, man. You saw Bronny was scoring maybe 4 points in a game, and he was probably, even a sophomore or junior at that age. Man, that's kind of looking like he's going to be a bust. But I think as soon as Bronny hit that senior year, he really started to turn things around. Now, of course, Bronny being at USC and, of course, went through all the heart surgery and all of that. Now, if you do enjoy these types of videos and want to stay up to date with the latest high school, college, and NBA basketball news, hit the like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers and just getting over 20 plus subs in our recent video. So let's beat that and hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date now. We have an update on this, and even there was a recent media day where Bronny is showing off his USC threads. Now, bro is looking tough, I'm not gonna lie. Now, the James family revealed that their goal is to get Bronny back on the court as soon as possible, but this is an interesting statement that they said. If he were here to walk through the door right now, you wouldn't even know what he had. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that is great news, the fact that Bronny's gonna be on the court very soon. And definitely overall, I think he's going to be excited to play with his teammates. The #1 player in his class in the entire country is playing for USC, and they have a couple of other dudes who are definitely super tough. You got Boogie Ellis. You just got a ton of dudes over there that can play the game. And hopefully Bronny can make a return. Now, personally, I think what this is really going to affect is the idea of him actually hooping with Bron in the future. We got to address it because #1, man, you guys know a lot of people, and basically even Bron was saying he wanted to play with Bronny in the NBA. That would be his dream. Now, is that going to happen? I think this is definitely another, it's another obstacle in the roadmap. #1, Bronny is probably, even if he does return this year, he's probably going to redshirt his freshman year, which means it's delaying this an entire other year. And that's assuming that LeBron is still going to be in the NBA. Now, personally, I think this is what more likely is going to happen. If Bron does end up staying in the NBA for another year, man, I'm not going to lie, Bron could take a roster spot easily and not have to do too much if that's what he wants. As he gets older, you guys know he's more of a facilitator. He's going to be less and less of a scorer. And I think at that point, he probably would just wait until Bronny does make it to the NBA and even make a move like Udonis Haslem, if you know who I'm talking about. Bro was on the Heat forever, basically for moral support, and was still getting paid to be on the team. So low-key, I think Bron is going to make it happen, but is he going to play with Bryce? I think that's a long shot. I think we still need to see, and this is all assuming that Bronny is going to be like that when he does actually step on the college court. we still got to see, man. Bronny still has to make the NBA. Nothing is guaranteed at all, but we got to put those rumors to rest. Man, Bronny is not overrated, number one. Definitely is very close to being as athletic as LeBron was when he was in high school. And number three, man, it's looking tough if he's going to play with his pops. I'm not going to lie, but only time will tell. Now, did you know things are getting super ugly for Bronny's brother Bryce and high school hoops legend Mac McClung? Well, click this video on the screen because you won't believe the news.